Let's talk about my favorite reads from 2023. I read 36 books this year in 2023, and these are my top 11 books. I want to start by saying that these are in no particular order. Do I love some more than others? Yes, but these are just overall my favorite reads of this year. I honestly started the year on a super strong note because I read the whole ACOTAR series. These two are my favorite of the series. Would I recommend the entire series? Yes, but these two were both 5-star reads for me. Then I really was on a high for a while because I picked up Fourth Wing right after I finished the ACOTAR series. And I do think that this might be my favorite book from 2023. I know everybody loved it. It's all over book talk, but I think it's all over book talk for a reason. Then, after being on a fantasy kick for a little while, I picked up Happy Place by Emily Henry. Emily Henry's books are a big hit or miss for me, and I think this is her best book by far. This is a 5-star read for me. Absolutely loved it. I laughed, I cried. Great story. I highly recommend this book. Then another one of my favorite reads from this year was The Housemaid by Freddie McFadden. I was just eating this book up. If I had 10 minutes to just sit down and keep reading it, I would just do my best. Like, nothing would separate me from this book when I was reading it. This is another 5-star book for me. I'm not really sure why I didn't give this book 5 stars because I still think about this book constantly. It's Everything I Know About Love. It is a memoir, so it started a little bit slower for me, but towards the end, this book had me crying. It felt very relatable, especially as somebody in their early 20s. So I would highly recommend this book if you're going through the chaos of being 20, 30, 40, I don't know. This has very valuable lessons that sometimes you just need to hear and that are great. You will cry, just so you know. Then I went back to thrillers and I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I gave this 4 stars. It was very fast paced. It got me out of a reading slump. It was honestly great. I decided to not continue the series, but I heard that the rest of the series is also very good. Then another book that I did not give 5 stars to, I gave it 4.75, was The House in the Cerulean Sea. This book is just, it's sweet, it hooks you, you love the characters, you love the story. I have no words to describe this book, really. I absolutely adored this book. I still think about the characters constantly. I think my reasoning was because it felt a little bit slower in the beginning for me. I might have been going through a reading slump. I'm not sure, but please pick up this book. It's such a sweet story. Then the last series that I read this year that I absolutely adore was the Natural series. I only included the first 3 because all of these are between 4 to 4.5 stars for me. The last book was, I believe, either 3 or 3.5 stars, but I highly recommend reading the entire series. It is incredible. Then the last book that I'm reading on my Kindle right now, I'm not finished, so take my opinions with a grain of salt. I'm reading The Serpent and the Wings of the Night. I am about 60% done with the book right now, and it feels like it's gonna be a 4.25 book. So yeah, those are all my favorite books from 2023, and looking forward to more great reads in 2024.